Predator for this episode is named Bloody Emerald. He is a hunter predator with the tracker specialization. Just a little side note about this predator, the whole hunter tracker, Bloody Emerald, this whole aesthetic you see here, this was my original main before Savage the Exile Predator came along and stole my heart. Now, I've made a few tweaks to Bloody Emerald. I think he's at his best now. Let's get into it. For my primary weapon, I'm going to go with the very versatile combi stick. It was the original weapon of choice for Bloody Emerald for the OG loadout that I had back in the day, and for the secondary, instead of the bow, I'm going to go with the much more clutch capable net gun. For gear, I'm going to roll with healing kits, motion detectors, and audio decoys. And for perks, I'm just using what I would probably call my safety blanket combination of perks, the modified reserves, medic, and large pouch. So I've already used target isolation, but a lot of times when I'm using the tracker specialization, I like to wait as long as possible before using target ISO, because the tracker, every time you use target ISO, you know it's going to work. Whereas a normal predator without tracker, if the fire team's covered in mud, you're still not gonna find them. Anyway, normally I like to take my time. I already used it, found the fire team, they're inside the caves. I drop down inside the caves. I am looking to use my combi stick on this guy. I throw it, I miss, and I move in for some melee, but I stopped because I know that he noticed the combi stick. And it's a good thing I did. Actually, it didn't help me though. His teammate came around and found me right away, so right off the bat, I've got some indications that this is a pretty alert, pretty good fire team. I threw in a audio decoy inside the cave to try to disorient them. One guy came out of the cave, so I'm slicing him a few times with the wrist blade. Gonna throw in a few more. He can't find me, but his teammate found me and started lighting me up, so I leaped away. Got a new vantage point. Every time they put fire on you, you get away. I mean, my rule of thumb as Predator is I am a freaking ninja, and yeah, you can run in and be a brute sometimes, but not a very smart idea when you're playing a really smart, experienced fire team, and they're showing signs already of being that. They're really alert. I leaped in front of the cave a second ago, and they immediately launched a grenade at me, so they're pretty alert. I was cloaked, obviously, so now I'm hiding behind these bushes for some cover while I use my plasma caster on them. Hiding the laser behind a rock before I'm ready to actually launch it. That's a very key element of successful plasma caster play. I am not cloaked. I try to not be cloaked when I'm using plasma caster. Just rule of thumb with plasma caster for me, I like to get behind something like I'm doing here. I'm hiding my laser, I'm hiding me until the last second. I'm charging it the whole time, and then I release it when it's close to fully charged, or even maybe fully charged. So I laid a few hits on those guys with the plasma caster. I haven't downed anybody yet. Now I've moved around looking for a new spot, trying to throw my combi stick, but they keep spotting me. So these guys, they're not hunting me, so I just use target ISO. I'm gonna kill a pig here using the combi stick, and yeah, I'm gonna go heal up on the other side of the cave. They're not chasing me. A really aggressive hunting fire team would be all on my ass, and I wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm all healed up, and I'm running back inside the cave, and I see that they have a guy just sitting down. Maybe he's holding down a spot for their mission or something, but I threw in my combi stick at him, and I go to hack and slash him, trying to get an easy claim, and the fire team was right on top of it. I mean, they're not going to be notified if I'm just damaging somebody. Well, actually, they can see everybody's health. So I don't know if somebody went away for a couple seconds, or I don't know what that was all about, or if he's holding down a position, but again, really alert on the fire team. They are very defensive, very stingy. So now I'm outside the cave again, putting more pressure on with the plasma caster, trying to kill the guy who's kind of battling with me on the outside of the cave there, but I'm not getting anywhere on the outsides of the cave. So I went ahead and jumped up to the top here. I know that there's cracks in the cave, in the roof of the cave and stuff, so I did something I don't normally do. I threw down a motion detector through that crack on the floor in the central area of the cave where they are. I don't like to put my motion detectors in areas where the fire team can find it, because I'm pretty sure they can destroy those if they see them. So luckily for me, that never happens. I didn't really care at this point. This was a really stingy fire team, and I just needed to start getting some kills here because they haven't even called in reinforcements or anything. We're almost halfway through the match, so I need to get really aggressive here. I need to step outside the box here. So I can keep track of them now. I don't have to stay in heat vision. I just eliminated a guy, downed him and killed him. Downed my second guy, so now we're making some headway. I'm still hammering down the plasma caster. I know I'm taking some shots from guys, and through all the kind of chaos, I'm not really, in the moment, I wasn't really sure where the fourth guy was coming from. I knew that there was the guy with the minigun kind of right below me, or the guy I'm hitting now, because now I've eliminated two guys now. So now I'm working on the minigun, but my health is like, the meter's gone. I gotta have like 1% health. So I'm like really being careful, but I really want to get this last guy. So now that I've downed him, I don't see the fourth guy, so I'm just hammering in. I did eliminate him before the fourth guy finally got a grenade on me or something. Rocket maybe, I don't know. But he finished me off, put me in second wind, but I finished off the rest of his team too. So I got out of second wind, healed up real fast because of the medic perk, and used my target isolation because I do not want to let him get too far before he gets reinforcements. He was below me. He clearly is still under the cave, so target ISO ended before I got inside the cave. Freaked out a little bit on the inside there, but found him, got him into a corner, wrist blading him. He's trying to parry me, but he was failing, but he was hitting me, so my health is too low to continue that. I just got out of second wind, so if I let my health go down now, obviously I'm going to lose. So I had to get away. I did that, got behind a tree, brought out my health kit, my med kit, whatever, and I hesitated to use it because I want to make sure he's not chasing me. Sure enough, he's going after the reinforcements. I started chasing him down a little bit, but I need to make sure that I'm healthy because he could just turn around, spot me, kill me, and the game's over. So I went ahead and healed. And also, this is kind of why I say that the perk combination I'm using is kind of like the safety blanket, because with the modified reserves, that covers the energy, and the other two are you heal more often and faster. So that's perfect for this situation where you need to keep up with the fire team. I get him at the reinforcements, I net gun him, claim him, but it's too late. His fire team comes in, and there's only 3 of them, so let's go, baby. Round 2. I bring out the plasma caster, and I'm just going to get that splash damage. I know kind of where they are, where the walls are and stuff, so I'm just kind of getting splash damage, ricochet damage, whatever. And I got a guy coming around, bring out the combi stick, sling that bitch in his chest. That was satisfying. And claim him so that nobody can revive him. There are only 2 guys left, even though they just called reinforcements. I'm telling you, reinforcements, you gotta be able to predict that shit, and sorry for my language. You gotta be able to predict reinforcements, and you got to be ready to hit them hard. Like I knew when I net gunned that guy, I knew, I was about 90% sure that I was not going to have enough time to kill him before the reinforcements came in, and that's what ended up happening. So I mean, I kind of in the back of my mind preparing for this all-out war. We don't want to let them get back to their mission. They're kind of stuck here. The reinforcement areas are never really close to their mission areas. So anyway, got a guy here, he's the fanatic or whatever, the explosive specialist trying to launch grenades at me, and then I downed him with the combi stick. Don't normally recommend meleeing with combi stick, but this doesn't matter at this point. Just gotta eliminate these guys. The last guy went in and got the chopper. This is the amphibian guy, so I was a little worried if I was going to be able to find him, but luckily he was not covered in mud yet by the time I got there. Slung my combi stick at him, got him, went in for some melee hits with the wrist blade, landed those, threw another combi stick, but I missed that time. I'm taking some damage. I gotta make sure I end this match clean. Don't want to let him get to the chopper. Don't want to get sloppy here. So I busted out the net gun. Gonna net him. One more wrist blade is all it took. Downed him. Claimed him. Whoo! That was a very strategically intense match. I'll put it that way. So right there, as you can see, I brought up the pause menu. I unmuted myself, and right now I'm telling these guys, GG's, good game, but I didn't get anything back. Maybe they're in a party or something, but really that was a crazy game. So anyway, props to them. Like, subscribe, comment, leave me feedback, help out the channel with all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.